2025 travel changes that will affect your next trip. Welcome to the ultimate guide to navigating the major travel changes coming in 2025. Whether you're a frequent flyer or planning your next big family vacation, you'll want to stay ahead of these updates to avoid surprises at the airport. From new identification rules to changes in baggage, refunds, and security processes, we'll break it all down for you. Let's dive in so you're fully prepared for your next trip. Starting May 7th, 2025, travelers flying within the US will need a real ID-compliant driver's license or another accepted form of ID to pass through airport security. So, what does this mean for you? The Real ID is a federal measure that strengthens ID security standards to make air travel safer. If your current driver's license doesn't have a star or similar marking on the upper corner, it might not be compliant. Without it, you'll need a valid passport, military ID, or another TSA-approved form of identification. To ensure you're ready, check your ID today. If it's not Real ID compliant, you'll need to visit the DMV, provide the required documents, and obtain an updated license. Avoid waiting until the last minute, as DMV offices are likely to be overwhelmed closer to the deadline. Preparation tip. If your passport is already up to date, you're covered as it works for both domestic and international travel. But don't forget to confirm your passport's validity before booking flights. Big news for anyone traveling to Europe in 2025. The European Travel Information and Authorization System, ETIAS, will come into effect. Similar to the US ESTA system, ETIAS is a pre-travel authorization process for non-European travelers visiting the Schengen area. Here's what you need to know. Starting in 2025, travelers will need to submit an online application, provide personal details, and pay a small fee for the authorization. ETIAS approvals are generally quick, often within minutes, but applying at least a few days before your trip ensures you avoid any unexpected delays. If you're planning an overseas trip, now's the time to familiarize yourself with ETIAS requirements. Once approved, your authorization will remain valid for short-term visits over multiple trips for up to 3 years. Preparation tip. Set a reminder to complete your ETIAS application as soon as you book your flights to Europe. This quick step ensures smooth entry at customs and eliminates one potential travel headache. Ever been frustrated by the infamous 311 liquid rule, digging through your carry-on to pull out tiny bottles of liquids? Good news! By mid-2025, those rules are getting a much-needed upgrade. Thanks to advancements in airport screening technology, new scanners will make traveling with liquids far easier. These upgraded security systems will allow you to carry larger liquid containers in your hand luggage without the need to squeeze everything into a quart-sized bag. It's worth noting that implementation will vary by airport. Major hubs are expected to be the first to adopt these new scanners, while smaller airports might take more time. Preparation tip: stay informed about which airports and airlines are rolling out the new scanners. For now, stick with the existing rules unless you're sure your connecting or departing airport has upgraded. Flying with kids is often stressful, but 2025 brings great news for families. New airlines policies will require carriers to seat parents with their children at no additional cost. This long overdue change ensures families traveling together won't be charged extra for sitting side by side. Under the new rules, airlines will need to proactively offer seating arrangements that keep families together when tickets are purchased. Parents will no longer face the added challenge of scrambling to pay extra fees or relying on the kindness of strangers on board. Tip for families: if airlines allow seat selection during booking, make sure to confirm arrangements early to avoid mix-ups. Flights could get busy, so plan ahead to lock in your preferences. Delays and cancellations can turn any trip into an inconvenience, which is why improved passenger rights are a welcome update for 2025. New rules aim to hold airlines accountable for disruptions, requiring more generous refunds and compensation for travelers. If a flight is delayed, cancelled, or passengers are involuntarily bumped due to overbooking, airlines will have clearer obligations to provide reimbursement for alternative travel, accommodations, or direct financial compensation. Tip: before booking, familiarize yourself with your airline's updated refund policies for 2025. If cancellations leave you stranded, understanding your rights helps you confidently seek appropriate compensation. Packing for your trip will need extra thought, thanks to evolving baggage rules coming in 2025. While exact adjustments vary by airline, many carriers are expected to re-evaluate their weight and size limits for checked and carry-on luggage. In response to changing traveler needs, these adjustments could include stricter limits or new fees for oversized items. This means double-checking your airline's baggage policy before leaving for the airport is more important than ever. Preparation tip: invest in a reliable luggage scale to avoid surprise fees. Pack efficiently, sticking with essentials, and consider upgrading to baggage-friendly memberships or credit cards for cost savings. 2025 is shaping up to be a transformative year for air travelers. While these changes may sound overwhelming, being proactive will help you stay ahead of the curve. Let's recap what you need to prepare. Check your ID now for real ID compliance or ensure alternative documentation is valid. Familiarize yourself with the ETIAS process if Europe is on your list. Keep an eye on liquid rules and airport scanner upgrades to pack smarter. Families, take advantage of new seating regulations to save money and minimize stress. Learn your passenger rights for compensation to avoid unnecessary inconveniences. Stay updated on your airline's baggage policies to prevent packing problems. By following these simple steps, you'll breeze through every part of your traveling experience in 2025. Always remember to do your research ahead of time, stay flexible with your schedules, and pack a little extra patience to account for these upcoming changes. Don't miss out on more travel tips and updates. Hit the subscribe button to stay informed and make every trip an adventure worth remembering.